Hello students, I know you are habitual of seeing Manish sir on this channel with his gate talks. But we have had many students now who ask us about CAT also, and some students want to pursue a career in management after they complete their graduation. So this video is for those students who want to pursue a career in management and want to prepare for CAT for a good future. So in this video, we'll talk about how to prepare for CAT and how to prepare for CAT in for 2021 for this year, because there is still a lot of time as far as CAT is concerned. There are still 6 months in hands, and that's a lot of time for your CAT prep. As they say, 500 600 hours are more than enough if you are a serious prep, if you are a person who wants to prepare seriously. So but if you give all those 500 600 hours in the last month, it doesn't work that way. So on a stretched amount of time, I think 5 6 months is a lot of time. So first, I'll introduce myself. My name is Vivek Sharma, and while I am an engineering graduate and I am also an assistant professor in an engineering college itself, but I have appeared for this exam myself while I was pursuing my PhD at IIT Bombay. So I only had 1.5 month to prepare for this exam, and still I managed to score a very decent score. And I got calls from I am Ranchi, I am Amritsar, I am Nagpur. So if I can do this within 1.5 month, you can do this within 6 months very easily, very comfortably, and you can get calls not only from these IIM but better IIMs and many other better colleges like FMS, XLRI. So this is a good time to start. So now let us focus on how to prepare for CAT 2021, which is the basic of this presentation that we are going to talk about. The first point is chalk out a plan that suits you. This is very necessary. You need to have a plan that works, okay? And the plan should work for you. It should not come out of someone else, and it should not come out from a person who tells you कि भाई ऐसे पढ़ लो, do it like this. No, it the first point is studying late at night hampers your brain or something. Nothing like that happens. I have been studying at night whole like throughout my life, and I have never got up early in my life, and I have still managed to do well in my life. So आपको जब अच्छा लगे आप तब पढ़िए. Whenever you feel it's the best time for you, you study at that time, but make sure your concentration at that point of time is at a maximum. Okay, so everyone has a plan and only a few stick to it. This is a very important core part of your plan that you should stick to. That everyone makes a plan. Whoever starts to prepare for CAT, they make a plan, but there are very few people who actually stick to their plan, and those few people are the people who make it in the end, who are there at IIM ABC, the people you see there, है ना? So आप प्लान बना लोगे, एंड ये आपके साथ बहुत बार हुआ भी होगा दैट यू मेक एन अनरियलिस्टिक प्लान कि मैं तो दिन में 12 घंटे पढ़ लूंगा या पढ़ लूंगी, एंड देन आई विल मेक इट टू IIM. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आप नहीं कर पाते वो चीज. तो मेक अ प्लान जो कि keep in mind that you cannot give 12 hours every day, है ना? And you don't require to give 12 hours also. CAT is a very it's an aptitude test, okay? So you don't need to study like in that much into mathematics, or there is no rocket science involved here. There's only 10th level maths, but you need to be good at aptitude. You have to develop your brain in such a way that it functions at its max on the day that you appear for this exam. तो आपको अपने ब्रेन को जस्ट ट्रेन करना है ना? एंड यू हैव टू गिव इट दैट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम ओनली, है ना? बट यू हैव टू गिव इट एवरी डे. Okay, studying 12 hours a day and then not studying for the next 3 days, it's not how it works. You will end up failing miserably. But if you study 2 3 4 hours a day and you do it continuously every day, and then in the last 1 month you put your foot on the accelerator and then you take it up to 8 10 hours a day, you will get absolutely amazing results. So the plan that you are going to chalk out, you can divide it broadly into three parts. Okay, so the first part is fundamentals. You have to have your fundamentals in place. You have to be at a place where you know why a certain formula works, what are percentages, what they mean, what is mean, mode, median, what exactly what these things mean. Okay, so that you can automate the other things. Other things will get automated when you know what a percentage is. A question related to percentage comes and they say it's 20%, you know you have to write 1 by 5. Okay, so that will come when your fundamentals are in place. Okay, and then after your fundamentals, practice. This is the key. You have to solve hundreds of questions. Once your fundamentals are in place, practice is what gives you speed. So while you are working on your fundamentals, forget about the speed. That is not the time when you want to maintain your speed or something like that. Fundamentals means you are slow, but you are grasping it. You are doing it, like you are churning everything that needs to be done. And practice means you are solving 400 500 questions every day, and then your speed will improve. When you practice, many things will automate themselves, many things. You see, you will not have to think about what is 32.5%. You will know the fraction in your mind, and that is how योर स्पीड विल इंक्रीज, है ना. एंड मैं ये बार बार इसलिए स्पीड विल इंक्रीज कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं दे फोकस ऑन द स्पीड इनिशियली, एंड देन दे एंड अप डूइंग वेरी बैड एट दिस एग्जाम. Because जब तक आपके fundamentals are not in place, you will not be able to build speed. And even if you start to cram up some shortcuts, they will not work in the CAT exam, because I have appeared in it and I know it. What works is your fundamentals, your practice. That's how you get the speed that you need. Okay. And the last part, of course, and the most important part, I would say, is your mock tests. Never be very late with the mock tests. If you start preparing today, after 1 month, whatever syllabus you have covered, you are good to go with your mock tests, because you need to know what this exam asks you. Maybe after 1 month you are only taking, in the next 2 months you are only taking 2 or 3 mocks. Okay, that's fine, but you need to be in the habit to take your mock exams. And believe me, you will fare very badly with the few first few mocks that you take. It might be the case that the first mock you take, you score 30 20 30 marks, but don't worry about it. Be consistent in it, learn from your mocks, and that would do wonders for you. Okay. So there are no shortcuts to fundamentals. Once they are in place, shortcuts will follow. I'm telling you, if your fundamentals are in place, if you're practicing everything, you will do questions way earlier than you would do by virtue of a shortcut or something like that. Then there is an order to learning. This is also very important. You need to know wherever there is an order. So in just I'll talk about you sorry, I'll talk about quantitative aptitude with you. So in quantitative aptitude, if you don't know percentages, if you don't know averages, if you don't know the basic mathematics, like quick divisions and quick multiplications or your tables, you cannot move forward. Okay, it will be very uncomfortable for you. So there is an order to learning. So we will make another video about what is the order in quantitative aptitude. I'll come up with another video and we'll see कि मैथमेटिक्स में क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड में आपको कैसे इसको लेकर चलना है. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू डू एवरेजेस, देन परसेंटेजेस. सो दीज थिंग्स, दीज आर बेसिक्स. वंस दे आर इन प्लेस, your probability, they will help you with probability, they will help you with data interpretation, they will help you. uh, Data interpretation has a huge linkage to this averages, percentages. Once all these things are in place, DI will come handy to you. Okay. Then the secret to doing good VARC section is reading a lot. I'll focus so much on this. Please read a lot. Start with reading the things that you like. Take an easy newspaper, let's say Times of India. And if you are interested in sports, read out the sports news every day. But then, because the reading comprehension this reading comprehensions that you will get in CAT exam, they will be from varied topics. They will be from physics, they will be from the social science, and they might be from mythology also. So you have to include a lot of different topics in your reading. But as time progresses, first thing is, because you have never read till now, the first thing is you have to develop a habit to read, and you have to read every day. Every goddamn day you have to put in those 1 or 2 hours where you just read without worrying about your comprehension, without worrying about what questions are going to be asked. You only read for the sake of reading. Understand what the author is trying to tell you, and when that knacks come inside you, it will make your VARC a very easier thing for you as compared to what it was before you started reading. Okay, so reading is something you have to do daily. Then solve a lot of puzzles in your free time. This is a thing that comes very naturally to some of us, but it is not very natural with others. Some people love solving puzzles, and so for them the logical reasoning part is a cakewalk. But it is not that easy for some others who don't like to solve puzzles. So please develop a habit to solve puzzles. Solve some puzzles, solve some sudoku that you see in newspapers. Do those kinds of things. They will be helpful, but don't spend all your time in them. Okay, some people love puzzles, so they keep doing puzzles all day. That will also not help in your CAT exam. You have to be focused also. Make an order and give proper amount of time to everything that you study. Next, a lot of practice makes you a champ. There is no doubt about it. Practice is something that you cannot replace with anything else. Solve hundreds of questions, read a lot, and I have written this with, like, by a lot I mean a lot. You read away to glory, I would say. Read a lot of novels, read a lot of varied topics from very many newspapers, and that would help you unanimously in this exam. And while we practice, one thing we forgot is revision. Okay, so because you see, quantitative aptitude, the syllabus is huge. I'd say there are a lot of topics. There is permutations and combinations, there is probability, there is functions, then there is pipes and cisterns, then there is work, and so many topics. It is so much so that you enter into one topic, like you start studying number system, you are so into number system that you forget what you did in your pipes and cisterns. So please keep revising, make a timetable where you keep some time for your revision also, and things should be good for you. And finally, it's the vicious cycle. In the last 3 months you have to be very comfortable with this cycle, where the first thing you do is take a mock, and then what you do is you take the feedback from that mock, analyze that mock, give 1 day to analyzing your mock, what you did, where you are strong, where you are weak, what you can learn, what the things that you are very weak, those things you have to do away with. You don't want to prepare any topic where you are very weak, you want to give that up. So all these, by mock tests and feedbacks, I mean that by the time you are very near to the CAT exam, you should have a strategy in place. You should have a proper strategy. When you sit in the exam, you should look at a question and you should know whether you have to attempt it or whether you have to let it go. And this will help you a tremendous amount of, like, this will save a tremendous amount of time in the final exam. So take feedback and then practice whatever questions that you felt. You will There will be a lot of questions where you will try to solve the question, you will be there, but then something will go missing. So that funda that goes missing, you have to practice on that, and then after practice, revisit that funda. Okay, and then take another mock test. So this is the vicious cycle, and if you do good with this cycle, there is no point that you cannot clear this exam. This is an easy exam, and we can do it. So on this channel only, we will provide you content for this exam also. And those, anyone who is preparing for this exam, best of luck from my side, and we'll meet soon. And next time we'll talk about quantitative aptitude in particular, because many students feel that that is the biggest chunk of this exam. So we'll talk how to prepare about that. Okay, thank you so much.